Wonderful.
Well, it's F180 and it's about a 5 ISO, so in fact it would take about 5 minutes to 10 minutes today. Yeah, so everybody will disappear, yeah. Blur, yeah, they won't even exist. There's a series of images that I've been using a 126 film canister, which is like the old granny's camera. I mean, Kodak isn't even manufacture 126 film anymore, so they gave me all their old stock. And I've been photographing things that move, like carousels in Paris or Ferris wheels and so on. So because you're, again, recording a passage of time, they look like UFOs. They're these great spinning, you know, things that you end up looking like tops. So the gargoyle at Notre Dame is a classic. It's been photographed probably a bazillion times. It was a to give a sense of how difficult it is sometimes to take pinhole photographs, that image took me 2 years to take. The first year I went up in 1990, there's in fact some sort of youth rally thing happening up there, and the security in the 1990s in Paris was quite tight because there was a lot of bomb scares, and because my cameras look a lot like bombs and are worn out and so on, I always brought around documentation. I have another pinhole photographer friend in Paris who had got stopped by the police and questioned about what he was doing. So there was a storm approaching. It was one of these things where there was a wind blowing, so this thing could blow away for one thing. And there's this mesh all around it because what they're doing is trying to prevent people from jumping off or throwing things off. Well, a camera lens, you can stick through the mesh, but this thing was a bit more difficult, so I actually had to force it through the mesh, stick it on the balustrade, and point it towards the gargoyle. Well, and I knew, I was like one of these things where my heart's beating because I went, this is going to be a great shot. But I was going through such anxiety because the security guard did come up behind me. I could hear his walkie-talkie and his thing, started questioning me. I had this little brochure. I was talking to this English guy, and I'm going, okay, give me 5 minutes to get this shot. Well, you know, it was like having this ticking bomb there. So I actually took 2. I managed to get 2 off in that time period, which was pretty lucky.